Top 10 wealthiest cities in Africa. Hello viewers, welcome to another exciting edition and thanks for watching. Today we shall be talking about the top 10 wealthiest cities in Africa. Africa is home not only to some of the world's fastest growing economies, but also the majority of the world's fastest growing cities. For decades, Africa has been growing in the shadows, nearly invisible to the Western business press, but behind the biased news coverage of Africa is a continent that is poised to take the lead and burst onto the world stage. Over the past decade, 19,000 Africans have become dollar millionaires. Africa's combined wealth has grown by 13% to 3% just in the last year alone. The combined individual wealth of all Africans is $2.3 trillion today. By the end of 2027, it will have increased by a third to $3.1 trillion. Clearly, it's boom time for Africa. The overview of Africa's richest cities, based on the Afrasiab Bank Africa Wealth Report 2018, indicates clusters of wealthy cities are developing across the continent, as well as showing a few more isolated locations of money aggregation. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of our amazing videos. Thanks to rapid growth in the core sectors of tourism, finance, construction, and real estate, there's a vast quantity of money tied up in some of the continent's largest cities. Interested in finding out which of these ranks as the very richest cities in Africa? Then watch on as we bring to you the 10 wealthiest cities in Africa as at the time of recording of this video. Number 10. Accra, Ghana, $38 billion. Accra is the capital of Ghana, covering an area of 225.67 km square with an estimated urban population of 2.27 million as of 2012. It is organized into 12 local government districts, 11 municipal districts, and the Accra Metropolitan District, which is the only district within the capital to be granted city status. In 2008, the World Bank estimated that Accra's economy only constituted around $3 billion of Ghana's total gross domestic product. The economically active population of Accra is estimated to be 823,327. Accra is a center for manufacturing, marketing, finance, insurance, and transportation. Its financial sector incorporates a central bank, 9 commercial banks with 81 branches, 4 development banks with 19 branches, 4 merchant banks with 7 branches, 3 discount houses, 1 home finance mortgage bank, multiple building societies, Ghana Stock Exchange, foreign exchange bureaus, finance houses, insurance companies, insurance brokerage firms, 2 savings and loans companies, and numerous real estate developers with industrial sites and residential development. As the capital of Ghana, Accra is home to the largest concentration of wealth, $38 billion to be exact, in the country. Number 9. Casablanca, Morocco, $42 billion. Casablanca is the largest city of Morocco, located in the central western part of Morocco, bordering the Atlantic Ocean. It is the largest city in the Maghreb region and the 8th largest in the Arab world. Casablanca is Morocco's chief port and one of the largest financial centers in Africa. According to the 2014 population estimate, the city has a population of about 3.35 million in the urban area and over 4.27 million in the greater Casablanca. Casablanca is considered the economic and business center of Morocco, although the national political capital is Rabat. The leading Moroccan companies and many international corporations doing business in the country have their headquarters and main industrial facilities in Casablanca. The Grand Casablanca region is considered the locomotive of the development of the Moroccan economy. It attracts 32% of the country's production units and 56% of industrial labor. One of the most important Casablancan exports is phosphate. Other industries include fishing, fish canning, sawmills, furniture production, building materials, glass, textiles, electronics, leatherwork, processed food, spirits, soft drinks, and cigarettes. Thanks to the proliferation of millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires making a fortune from Casablanca's manufacturing and financial service sectors, the city can claim a considerable wealth of $42 billion. Number 8. Pretoria, South Africa, $48 billion. Pretoria is the administrative capital of South Africa. It straddles the Apis River and has spread eastwards into the foothills of the Magaliesberg Mountains. It is one of the country's 3 capital cities, serving as the seat of the administrative branch of government. Pretoria, also known as Tshwane, has a reputation for being an academic city with 4 universities: the Tshwane University of Technology, TUT, University of Pretoria, UP, Sefako Megato Health Science University, SMU, and the University of South Africa, UniSA. Also home to the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, and the Human Sciences Research Council. The city also hosts the National Research Foundation and South African Bureau of Standards, making the city a hub for research. The city is a major commercial center and an important industrial center. Its main industries are iron and steel works, copper casting, and the manufacture of automobiles, railway carriages, and heavy machinery. Pretoria has a number of industrial areas, business districts, and small home businesses. A number of chambers of commerce exist for Pretoria and its business community. Total wealth held in the city amounts to $48 billion. Number 7. Luanda Angola, $49 billion. Luanda is the capital and largest city in Angola. It is Angola's primary port and its major industrial, cultural, and urban center. Located on Angola's northern Atlantic coast, Luanda is Angola's administrative center, its chief seaport, and also the capital of the Luanda province. Luanda and its metropolitan area is the most populous Portuguese-speaking capital city in the world, with over 8 million inhabitants in 2019, a third of Angola's population. The industries present in the city include the processing of agricultural products, beverage production, textile, cement, newly car assembly plants, construction materials, plastics, metallurgy, cigarettes, and shoes. Luanda was the main host city for the matches of the 2010 African Cup of Nations. The city is also notable as an economic center for oil, and a refinery is located in the city. Luanda has been considered one of the most expensive cities in the world for expatriates. As the most populous city in Angola, Luanda is home to the highest concentration of wealthy individuals in the country, with 4,100 millionaires, 340 multimillionaires, and 1 solitary billionaire, living very comfortable lives indeed, thanks to Luanda's booming real estate, transportation, and construction industries. Total wealth held in the city amounts to $49 billion. Number 6. Nairobi, Kenya, $54 billion. Nairobi is the capital and largest city of Kenya. The city proper had a population of 4,397,073 in the 2019 census. The city is popularly referred to as the Green City in the Sun, home to thousands of Kenyan businesses and over 100 major international companies and organizations, including the United Nations Environment Programme, UN Environment, and the United Nations Office at Nairobi, UNON. Nairobi is an established hub for business and culture. The Nairobi Securities Exchange (NSE) is one of the largest in Africa and the second oldest exchange on the continent. It is Africa's 4th largest exchange in terms of trading volume, capable of making 10 million trades a day. Nairobi has a large tourist industry, being both a tourist destination and a transport hub. As home of around 6,800 millionaires and 280 multimillionaires, there is believed to be around $55 billion in the hands of the city's wealthiest private individuals. Number 5. Durban, South Africa, $55 billion. Durban is the 3rd most populous city in South Africa after Johannesburg and Cape Town, and the largest city in the South African province of KwaZulu-Natal. Located on the east coast of South Africa, Durban is the busiest port in the country. It is also one of the major centers of tourism because of its city's warm subtropical climate and extensive beaches. It is also the 2nd most important manufacturing hub in South Africa after Johannesburg. At the last count, there were 3,200 millionaires, 130 multimillionaires, and a billionaire, all holding up the city's $55 billion worth between them. Number 4. Lagos, Nigeria, $108 billion. Lagos is the most populous city in Nigeria and of sub-Saharan Africa. Lagos is one of the fastest growing cities in the world and one of the most populous urban areas. The economic hub of the state of the same name, Lagos, is a major financial center for all of Africa. The mega city has the fourth highest GDP in Africa and houses one of the largest and busiest seaports on the continent. The city of Lagos is a major economic focal point in Nigeria, generating around 10% of the country's GDP. Most commercial and financial businesses is carried out in the central business district situated on the island. This is also where most of the country's commercial banks, financial institutions, and major corporations are headquartered. Lagos is also the major information communications and telecommunications hub of West Africa, and potentially the biggest ICT market in the continent. Lagos is developing a 24-hour economy and has also been ranked as one of the most expensive cities in the world. Oil and petroleum products provide 14% of GDP and 90% of foreign exchange earnings in Nigeria as a whole. Total wealth held in the city amounts to $108 billion. Number 3. Cairo, Egypt, $140 billion. Cairo is the capital of Egypt and the largest city in the Arab world. Its metropolitan area, with a population of over 30 million, is the largest in Africa, the Arab world, and the Middle East, and is the sixth largest in the world. Cairo has the oldest and largest film and music industries in the Arab world, as well as the world's second oldest institution of higher learning, Al-Azhar University. Many international media, businesses, and organizations have regional headquarters in the city. The Arab League has had its headquarters in Cairo for most of its existence. The economy of Cairo was ranked first in the Middle East in 2005 and 43rd globally on Foreign Policy's 2010 Global Cities Index. Cairo accounts for 11% of Egypt's population and 22% of its economy, PPP. Total wealth held in the city amounts to $140 billion. Major sectors in the city include real estate and construction, financial services, and basic materials. Number 2. Cape Town, South Africa, $155 billion. Cape Town is the second most populous city in South Africa after Johannesburg and also the legislative capital of South Africa. The city is known for its harbor, for its natural setting in the Cape Floristic region, and for landmarks such as Table Mountain and Cape Point. Cape Town is the economic hub of the Western Cape Province, South Africa's second main economic center, and Africa's third main economic hub city. It serves as the regional manufacturing center in the Western Cape. Fishing, clothing and textiles, wood product manufacturing, electronics, furniture, hospitality, finance and business services are industries in which Cape Town's economy has the largest comparative advantage. As you'd expect of such a massive metropolis, it's got a fair share of extreme poverty, unemployment and deprivation. On the flip side, it's also got a very large concentration of some of Africa's richest men and women, with a total of 480 multimillionaires and 5 billionaires contributing to the city's overall wealth, $155 billion. Cape Town offers tourists a range of air, land and sea-based adventure activities, including paragliding and skydiving. Number 1. Johannesburg, South Africa, $278 billion. Topping the list with a total wealth of $278 billion is South Africa's largest city, Johannesburg. Johannesburg, informally known as the City of Gold, is the largest city in South Africa and one of the 50 largest urban areas in the world. It is the provincial capital and largest city of Gauteng, which is the wealthiest province in South Africa. The city was established in 1886 following the discovery of gold on what had been a farm. Due to the extremely large gold deposit found along the Witwatersrand, within 10 years the population had grown to 100,000 inhabitants. Joburg is the economic and financial hub of South Africa, producing 16% of South Africa's gross domestic product and accounts for 40% of Gauteng's economic activity. Much of the city's extensive wealth is derived from its prime position in the Witwatersrand Hill Ranch, an area replete with minerals and the center of a very profitable gold and diamond trade. As South Africa's business hub, even those who don't have six-figure bank balances are doing well thanks to an abundance of high-paying jobs in the financial, professional, and telecommunication sectors. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications.